What's up, everybody? Charlie Marlowe here, wanting to talk about, you guessed it, Juan Soto once again. It sure seems like Juan Soto is going to be traded this trade deadline to the St. Louis Cardinals. I'm not sure. They have a shot, but a lot of teams are obviously in on this sweepstakes. All the contenders, all the big-name teams, and franchises that have deep farm systems. So it seems like the Washington Nationals are in a good position to get a monstrous haul right now when they should get their biggest haul in return, because you'll get Juan Soto for 2.5 years or 3 postseasons. So when I've been posting these videos about Juan Soto on YouTube, a lot of people in the comments are saying, don't give up the farm, this and that, it's one player, he's not that great, don't give up Jordan Walker. I understand that, and you can't give up your entire farm system, but if there's ever a guy where you want to give up a lot of your farm system, it is Juan Soto, in my opinion. And I think sometimes you need to compare these guys to other players to realize how good Juan Soto is at the age of 23. He'll be 24 coming up in October. If you go to Baseball Reference and you look at similar batters through the age 22 season, all right, here's who Juan Soto is with. Number 1, have you heard of Mike Trout? Pretty good. Future Hall of Famer. And this is not current Mike Trout, who's going through some back issues, we know. This is 22, 23-year-old Mike Trout. That's number 1. He will be a Hall of Famer, obviously. Number 2, Frank Robinson, multiple-time MVP, Triple Crown winner, Hall of Famer. Number 3, Bryce Harper, going to be in the Hall of Fame. Number 4, Miguel Cabrera, going to be in the Hall of Fame. Number 5, you've probably heard of Mickey Mantle, Hall of Famer, one of the best of all time. These are the top 5 guys that Juan Soto is compared to, similar through their age 22 seasons. Number 6, Tony Conigliaro, was having a great career with the Boston Red Sox back in the day before he gets the fastball to the face, to the eye. Was never the same player, but was on a Hall of Fame track. Number 7, Hammerin' Hank Aaron, who should be still looked upon as the all-time home run king. Again, these are the similar batters compared to Juan Soto through age 22. Number 8, Orlando Cepeda, another Hall of Famer. Number 9, Giancarlo Stanton, who I have to say, of this list, now Tony Conigliaro didn't finish his career. Giancarlo Stanton might be, I don't even want to say the worst on this list, but that's saying a lot. If Giancarlo Stanton is the name on this list that ends up being the least best player on this list, that's saying a lot, because Giancarlo Stanton also has a chance to be in the Baseball Hall of Fame. And number 10, Ken Griffey Jr., again, Hall of Famer, and not 30-year-old injured Cincinnati Reds, 30-plus Ken Griffey Jr. We're talking back when they were 22, 23. Those are the batters that Mike Trout is number 1. Those are the players that Juan Soto is most similar with through the age 22. Let me read these again. Mike Trout, Frank Robinson, Bryce Harper, Miguel Cabrera, Mickey Mantle, Tony Conigliaro, Hank Aaron, Orlando Cepeda, Giancarlo Stanton, and Ken Griffey Jr. Every single one of those guys is either already in the Baseball Hall of Fame and one of the greatest players of all time, or going to be in the Baseball Hall of Fame, or Tony Conigliaro, who had the injury. And like I said, maybe Giancarlo Stanton doesn't make the Baseball Hall of Fame, but he has a dang good shot to do that. That's the player you're getting in Juan Soto. I think sometimes you need to hear the names these guys are compared to, how good they are, to understand really how good Juan Soto is. So the similar batters there, I think, tell a really good story. Here's just another part. You know, I've heard a lot of people cite Juan Soto's 243 batting average this year. First of all, batting average as a standalone stat doesn't tell you almost anything, especially when we all know on-base percentage and slug is way more important. So even if you want to say, okay, he's having a down year batting average-wise, 243, and he is, by the way, but he's a career 291 hitter. He won a batting title hitting 351 in the COVID-shortened season, and he's hit 292, 282, 351, 313, and again this year 243 for a 291 career batting average. But here's the deal. This guy usually should hit 280, 290. His on-base percentage is historic. He has led the league in on-base percentage 2 times. He's been over 400 on-base percentage every season of his career. His career OBP is 426. Then go to slug. His career slug is 538. His career OPS, that's the stat, in my opinion, that's most important. Career OPS, 964 for a career so far through 5 big league seasons. A career OPS plus of 159. That means this man is 59% above league average offensively. Juan Soto is 59% better than the average player in Major League Baseball. When you hear those stats, and okay, he's a right fielder. He's not a fantastic defensive player. I understand all those things. He is historic offensively, and he's 23, and you're going to get him basically this year and then his age 24 and 25 seasons. And then you have the chance to sign him long term. Now, he's a Scott Boras guy. He's probably going to go to the market, but still. I say all these things because if you have a chance to get Juan Soto when he's 23 years old, you absolutely do that, because you don't ever get these opportunities to get players like that unless it's the once-in-the-generation chance where you draft or develop that player. And if you're the Cardinals, you have had those guys. Albert Pujols, obviously, was here, historic, left, comes back, had the big home run against the Blue Jays last night. But this is an Albert Pujols type talent. Oscar Taveras, we'll never really know what happened with Oscar Taveras. Jordan Walker is 20 years old. He's in Double-A. And that's another thing to look at. Jordan Walker, what he's doing a couple years out from the draft, he's tearing it up at Springfield. Juan Soto, in his age 20 season, that was his second year, had 34 homers, 110 RBI, batted .282, 401 on base, 548 slug. As great as Jordan Walker is, what he's doing as a 20-year-old in Double-A, okay, Juan Soto did that as a 20-year-old in 2019 in the big leagues and finished 9th in the MVP race. And Cardinal fans will remember that 2019 team where Soto was a huge cog. That team swept the Cardinals in the NLCS, that Nationals team, and obviously went on to win the World Series. And Juan Soto was a huge, huge part of that in just his second big league season. So I just say all of those things to give you some more numbers, to give you some more comparisons. I think seeing and hearing the similar batters from Baseball Reference really hits home, though. When you talk about the guys that he's compared to through age 22, he's obviously now 23, going to turn 24. But it's the Mike Trouts, the Mickey Mantles, the Frank Robinsons, the Ken Griffey Jr.'s of the world. Amazing players. Miguel Cabrera, Orlando Cepeda. The list goes on and on and on and on. So, in closing, I've already gone too long, but hopefully you're still watching here. If you are, thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe here on YouTube. We're going to do more videos in terms of on camera. I know we've put a lot of audio on the channel, but this is going to be a super exciting trade deadline. Can't wait. Will the Cardinals get Soto? I don't know. They better do something. John Mozeliak better do something. You better get at least one starting pitcher and probably more. Better get a starting pitcher and maybe a bulk reliever because the Cardinals need innings like stat. All right, weekend coming up here after the off day for the Cardinals, and they're playing the Nationals. Maybe Juan Soto just changes clubhouses this weekend in our nation's capital. We shall see. Can't wait. This is going to be a crazy weekend, and I think it's going to be a crazy MLB trade deadline coming up on Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Once again, please comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you later.